My Pink Princess and my Monstera Constellation have the same care, so let's do those together. I got these plants at the same time over 2 years ago now, and they've both more than tripled in size since they have been in my care. For watering, I water these both weekly in the warmer months and fortnightly when it is cold and they are dormant. In the warmer months, I will also shower them or pop them out in the rain, as well as watering just the soil. Doing this helps to keep their leaves clean. I also mist both of these and spray them down with neem oil. I use neem oil monthly on these plants, and I mist them every 2 weeks or so. The neem oil I use is pre-diluted. If yours isn't, you're going to want to dilute it first. Give it a good shake, and then you can spray the leaves or spray a cloth or gloves and then wipe down. This is a great leaf shine and will also help to prevent pests. As it is an oil, you don't want to use it when your plant is about to get any sunlight. This is because it can scorch the leaves. It's best to use this in the evening or when it's dark. You don't want to overwater any plant, but especially these two. So check that your soil is actually dry before you go in and water them. You can do this by sticking your finger in the soil and seeing if it's damp or not. They both need a lot of sunlight, and they both get direct sunlight throughout the day. They get the morning sunlight, not the afternoon, as that would be too harsh for their variegated leaves. Make sure you have a bright spot for them, or you can add grow lights if you don't have a very sunny home. For fertilizer, I again use this water soluble NPK mix. NPK stands for nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. This also has other trace elements and good minerals in there. I add the liquid plant food monthly in the warmer months, and then in autumn and winter I will add a slow release fertilizer once. That is because they are dormant and you don't want to over fertilize your plants or you may get leaf burn. Again, these are both in a well-draining potting mix, and I use an aeroid specific mix because they are aeroids after all. If you are making your own, make sure it's got some big chunks in there like orchid bark. These plants are both fairly easy to propagate. You just need to make sure you include a node in your cutting. I do have a Pink Princess water propagation here. I cut off this section because the leaves were going fully pink, which are beautiful, but they are not good for the plant. And you can see how tiny these leaves are. So when you take a cutting, you want to include a node because that is where your new roots will grow from. So plants like the Monstera, Philodendron, Pothos, they all have nodes and are very easy to water propagate. Now for some common issues. Brown crispy leaves is a lack of hydration. Either you're not watering enough or there is not enough humidity. If you overwater, you may get root rot, which will look like brown mushy spots on your leaves and maybe a funky smell. If your beautiful variegated leaves start to lose their variegation, then they are likely not getting enough sunlight and may revert to all green. If this is happening to you, pop it in a brighter spot. If your variegated sections are going brown, it can be for a few reasons. You may have over-fertilized your plant, it may not be getting enough sunlight, or you could have a watering issue. So if your plant is struggling, then it'll likely revert to all green as well, which we don't want. So I think that's it, a quick overview of the basic care of my favorite houseplants. Let me know if you want an in-depth video on any of these plants and which is your favorite.